Hey, what's happening, gang? Been a long time since I wrote something. It's been a crazy year over the last year for our family, for us, the kids, everybody. It's just been kind of a crazy time, and we're starting to settle down a little bit. Been moving, been getting the kids in some new schools and trying to get them acclimated to being back at our home, which is not their home. They're not from here, but I lived here, the first 21 years of my life. So grew up here, and kind of bringing them back home and being closer to family with all this going on, or has been going on with us. Just found it the right time to come back and be with everybody. So just kind of been working through all of the move stuff in the school, and trying to keep work caught up, and just that kind of stuff. It's not something that's one of those things you can't pinpoint what you've been doing, but you've been busy. And so I hadn't been able to write much, and I miss it. I enjoyed sitting down and just sort of let me set this here so it doesn't really shake a whole lot. I miss sitting down and just kind of brainstorming and looking at cards, and thinking about some of the old memories that I had that are related to those cards. And I figured I'd just kind of start doing a couple videos here and there. I've got some boxes that I really want to open, and I haven't opened them yet because I felt like I needed to write about them when I opened them, because they're some of the old junk wax cards, and they always are fun to write about. So I gotta keep moving with some card openings. So I figured I'd do some videos here and there, and it won't be videos of me actually opening the boxes. I've done that a lot. And junk wax boxes have like 36 packs in them, and that takes a while, and people get tired of watching Tom Browning and Rich Gedman come out of packs. But I thought I'd do is just sort of open the boxes myself, and kind of go through some of the cards that I pull, and sort, and do the normal things that you do when you're ripping a box of cards. And then when I get some of my favorites and things like that, I may shoot a video, 5, 6, 7 minutes, something, and talk about the set, and talk about the cards, talk about what I was doing when those cards were opened the first time. Just kind of relive some of those memories through video, since I just have not been able to slow down enough to write. I'll get back to that, I'm sure, once we get settled down and kind of get me a spot set up to write and things like that. It's something that I like to do in the quiet, and just kind of with myself and the cards. And we haven't had a lot of that over the last year, so it's been difficult to really get my mindset together to sit down and do something like that. So I figure we'll give video a shot and see what happens. Obviously, I'm not opening cards right now. I'm feeding the goats, and I'll introduce you to them if they come out here while I'm doing this video. But I just put hay in the barn, so I got my doubts that they're going to come out here. But I do enjoy talking about the cards, and going through the sets, and talking about some of the great players from the 80s and 90s, and some of the era cards, and the sets themselves. Even the boxes and the wrappers, all that stuff is nostalgic, and reminds me of when I first started collecting when I was like 11 years old in 88. Had a few cards before that, but first real packs I started opening was around then. 88 Score, 88 Donruss, looking for Greg Jeffries and Ron Gant, people like that. And then 89 just kind of blew up. 89 was huge. It was sort of I know people say that we're in the junk wax 2.0 and all that kind of stuff, but it was different. It was, obviously there wasn't a whole lot of selling points like eBay and, whatnot, or whatever those things are. Just kind of traded with your friends. Went to a card show every now and then. you were lucky enough to have a card shop in your area, we had one about 30 miles away. I mean, I live way down south, and so, you know, we don't have a card shop on every corner here. But when you were able to get to a card shop, you could kind of buy some of the cards you wanted. But mostly it was, you know, hitting Walmart and buying some hoops or Donruss or, you know, stuff like that. And you just kind of go home and sit by yourself and look at the cards and check the prices and Beckett and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so that's what I still enjoy doing. I like ripping cards and going through them and just sitting with myself and thinking about those days. But I figure I'll give that a shot. We'll see what happens. I should have time to do that more often than writing, but I will get back to that, hopefully. Maybe some of you guys still want to read it, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys will check out the videos as we go, but that's what I'm gonna try to do, so be on the lookout. And I got some boxes right now. I'm gonna rip a 90 Pro set. I got a some 95 football Warren Sapp stuff. I'll rip that and kind of talk about it on the channel, kind of see how it goes and go from there. But look out for it. Check me out on Twitter, Dub Mentality, everywhere, TikTok, here, YouTube, you name it. So gonna give it a shot. Peace out, gang.